today's video is about where you can record your course videos. You've got lots and lots of options, but I want to share the ways that I have done it over the years on different apps, and they are Zoom, StreamYard, Loom videos, which is a Chrome extension, or QuickTime, which is a Mac specific product. But I've also created videos when I'm talking to slides directly in Canva. So you want to keep it really simple for yourself. We don't want to overthink it. Get your slides ready if you want to. Test which one of these technologies you like the best. If you have a lot of comfort around Zoom, just use it. If you have used StreamYard in the past for live stream, you can use it for recording videos as well. Here's my road test to help you out and help you along the way. Quick disclaimer. I'm not affiliated with any of the things or tools I'm talking about, so I'm not sort of promoting anything. But more importantly, I am not a technical expert, and I will never talk about specifications or definition or any of those things about video. If that's really important to you, you can Google it and find out, or hire a professional videographer. I'm for the path of least resistance. Let's find the app that works, that we're happy to learn a little bit about if we don't already know it, and get your videos out there fast, right? This is the Loom video example. Just want to see if it's any good, really. And this is QuickTime compared to Loom. QuickTime's like my, I don't know, old friend. I've used it for a long time because it's easy, but I've been told to use Loom and see how it goes. And this one is Zoomity Zoom Zoom, just as a comparison, just to see what difference it makes or not. And this one is StreamYard. And that is why you test. Isn't that so fascinating? Like I didn't touch any settings on any of those apps because I use them all the time. But what's really fascinating is that the Loom videos are so much clearer. The StreamYard one that I used to really like was the worst one. QuickTime was dull in comparison. So it's just a really good exercise for you. Now I'm going to show you sharing your screen on each of those as well, just so if you've got slides that you're going to share, you should be able to see which ones are going to work. And this is Loom, and I'm trying to check which screen it is actually sharing with you, because it's supposed to be the slideshow, but I actually can't tell. So that's really interesting. I know that people absolutely love Loom, but I don't really know how to use it as much. So maybe that's why I'm not loving it. But yeah, let's have a go, see which one you like best. So this is sharing my screen using Zoom. We're so used to this. This is kind of our go-to, really. We've recorded lots of courses in this format. And so we're just going to, as you go in to your Zoom meeting, share your screen, get your slides ready, and then press record and talk to them. All right. So when you use QuickTime, unless you're using two screens and doing a screen recording and a movie recording simultaneously, you really can only share your screen and speak, and you won't be on the camera. But I've used QuickTime for heaps of screen recordings to show people how to do things or whatever. It just means, unlike doing a recording in Canva, let's say, or Zoom, where you are automatically on the camera, this one, on the other hand, you really do need two screens if you want to be on your own slides. Otherwise, other than that, it's pretty elegantly simple, to be honest. And I don't know about you, but I can't be bothered having two screens to record. I just want to get them done. So, and I want you to as well. So use QuickTime when you're okay not being on the screen unless you want a second screen. So here we are back on StreamYard. But the good thing is I'm sharing my screen, but I can change it to look like this instead. So I'm in the little box down the corner instead if I wanted to. I could also do it like a news layout like this. And I can do it where I'm not sort of picture in picture, but I'm on the side, a bit like Zoom. And I can also not be on the screen at all. So it's got some really good options. If you're working through your slides for your courses, I think this is a pretty good option, but it does work best if you're in two screens. So you're actually running the slideshow on a different screen, because obviously from here I can't progress the slides. I have to go back to the other window and then I can't see the recording. Okie dokie, let's talk about the big guns, and that is Canva. If you've already created your slides, and you've probably created them in Canva, even though this has got 13 slides or something, this slide deck, as I scroll through the presentation, it creates a new video clip for each slide. Now, that's great if you've got very specific contained messages that you want to share per slide. But if you're like me and you just keep talking, then you'll find that as you click through to the next slide, it creates a new clip. So just be aware of that, that's all. It might not even matter. It just makes the editing a little bit fiddly if you need to edit your individual video clips. So if you found that you messed up a video clip on one slide, you've sort of got to work out what you said just before it on the slide before and what you said after it on the slide after. And so I think that this is a really good option if you're quite clear about what you want to say on every slide. And I never am, because that's just not how I roll. So I would just talk on and it'll be okay. But just be aware of that if you want to use Canva to record to your slides, that you probably need to keep it short and succinct for what you say on each slide as you record. I think that this is actually a really good quality, plus it talks to the slide you've already got. So you're not sharing your screen, you're just doing it on the same platform, which I quite like, the elegance of that. So let's wrap it up. What a shame that StreamYard looks so bad. So obviously, even though I said I never look at specs, you can only record in 7 on StreamYard for free, and you can really tell. And it's such a shame because its functionality is so good. So I was like, okay, if I'm going to pay for a subscription for something, should it be Loom? Or could I just use StreamYard? Like if it came down to that, I'd have all of them, because they seem to have different purposes, don't they? Look, honestly, if I was going to share screen with my slides, I would go back to Canva and have my Canva slides and record there, or I would use screen only in Loom, because it seemed to be a much better quality video. But you know what? You've just got to play around, but don't go down a rabbit hole like I just did for the last hour and a half trying to work out how to share my screen and be on the screen in Loom, because it is honestly, it's not worth wasting that much time to get your videos done. It's not. So choose the path of least resistance, get them out there, create your video course in the fastest possible way you can, and improve it later. I'm Jenny DeLacy, and you've joined me today on Talking Digital with Jenny DeLacy. And I really know that you have such an amazing program or course to share to really help people in their business or their life. And I'm hoping that this video helped you along the way. Remember to subscribe, and you can always jump in to the Thought Leader community where I share free stuff all the time. I'll talk to you soon. See you next time on Talking Digital with Jenny DeLacy. Bye.